Hello, and welcome to BSM's developer commentary on my Trap Strolls and April Fool's map, Museum of Amazement. This was made just under 3 years ago. That's quite a long time. So we'll see if I remember everything. So yes, this was back in October the 21st. So says the last date modified on all the files here. As you might guess by the theme, lots of traps, trap-themed map. This is the first map which I made, discarding some Race for Wolves, which aren't very good. There's nothing under there. Anyway, I'll read the rules, just in case. Here's the man of many names, here I am. Rules, you know them. There they are. So there are 4 areas in this map. Let's just check we're on the right difficulty. We are not. There we go. There's this little monument area here. And we've got an area over there. Area over there. Then we've got another area which leads off in that direction from that area. So this one, it's the monument. Some basic loot. There's no spawners here. There are a few traps, however. Got some basic supplies as well. Much of stuff here. We'll see, I've got lore on pretty much everything. I do like my lore. Got a good axe. So I'm not wasting your time with chopping a bunch of wood. Get it very quickly. And you'll notice we have a pressure plate here. What does that do? Well, you jump down, you can see a very suspicious looking pillar. Should be fairly obvious that there's something inside that, you would think. This is intended more as a scare trap than anything else. I don't really expect this to kill anybody. It just blows up quite a bit of the platform. A bit like that. Now I have a large pit. Funnily enough though, I've seen a couple of playthroughs of this map on YouTube, other people playing it. Somebody fell into that hole. Value Gaming, his name was. And he was chopping the wood. Later on in the map, he'd gone off, done some other stuff, started running out of resources, come back to collect the wood, and he fell in that hole and blew up. Which is not what I expected out of that one. But there we go. Plenty of wood now. We have our weapon. This is back in 1.8, by the way, before the attack cooldown came into being. So this is back when swords, even fairly basic ones, still better than the iron axe. We've also got a bit of colour up this way. It's all quite a grey area. Apart from this splash of blue over here. Which indicates maybe there's something up here. And then we have a sign. Fine. Now of course, this one is quite an obvious trap as well. Backwards chest. No one's going to trust that. And there we have something that will detect if you break the chest. All you get out of it is a wooden hoe, which is completely useless anyway. Let's defuse this thing. So yeah, if you had opened the chest, you've sealed up the exit behind you, then started off a few pieces of TNT. Again, not likely to kill anybody though. Pointless waste of time, kind of a trap. And here's something you shouldn't do. This is way too close to the ceiling. Got some barriers in the way, but it's not realistic in the slightest to be banging your head against an invisible ceiling, so don't do that if you're at your own map. This is an old one. I made mistakes. There was one mistake. I should be pointing at others, I'm sure. What the heck is that guy doing down there? Not a whole lot. Alright, so we have this stuff from here. Let's not fall into the staircase trap. Now here is our monument. Another one. Check the beds before you use them. That's why I always check my beds. You don't want to be dealing with any of that. Got some chests here for you to put stuff in if you want to store anything. I guess I will. Here's where you get your lighting from. A whole bunch of this. 6 stacks. Oh, very generous of me. Just to give you some brewing stones and a bookcase, but they're both completely useless because you never get nether wart or an enchanting table. So, no hum. We've also got to find some emeralds. We need 5 of them to finish off the emerald block here. And we've also got another trap chest here, which should simply do absolutely nothing. Just put the leather back away again. We don't need it. We have leather already. Click. And some people are also paranoid about these pressure plates. They're completely safe. Again, way too close to the ceiling. Bash your head on it as you walk down this path. Let's pick up this on our way through. Good old bandanas. Pretty much my thing. I like putting these in maps. They're in basically every map I've made. Have the bandanas. Speed. There's one with attack. There's one with extra health. And then you've got thorns one. And then you've got the one which is all 4, but to a lesser extent. So it would be 5 speed and 1 extra HP, like a half an attack. There we go. So here's the first proper area. Some bad things in that pit. Got the good old creepers out of a painting trap as well. Oh boy, it feels weird not having the attack cooldown. So yes, let's just not fall down into that pit and we should be perfectly fine. I kind of fall into the category of people who make large rooms and then don't know what to fill all the large rooms with. So there are a lot of large rooms in this area which don't actually have that much in them. Like this one. Pretty empty. Got some ordinary blocks in there. Some sticks in there. Little corridor here. Let's light up this room. Light up that. Lots of lights everywhere. Come up here. You've got some little display cases that show off my sense of humour. We have a shrub from the desert. We have a shrub from the swamp. And they both look completely identical. It's funny, because they needn't display both. Anyway, here we have our first emerald. I'll secure that, but I'm probably not going to die. Haha. Yeah. Don't be standing on the sand when you break that spawner. It's also 2 layers thick, so it doesn't fall just by placing torches on it. As soon as you break the spawner, it goes bad. Another room, potion. Another creeper behind a painting. Here we have a second bandana of the lot. It's the health one. This was back when you didn't need a shield to block. Blah, 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 blah. Get rid of this one. Notice I don't have my watch with me, so I don't know what time it actually is. How long I've been going for. Never mind. Got some potion on top of mobs here. They seem to like spawning inside of walls, so yeah. Punch here. Can't easily melee him. Have to use a bit of ranged. There we go. This one as well. This entire floor is silverfish, by the way. Not that there are really enough fish around the place for it to be of any risk, really. But if somehow they do get tripped up, then there's lava beneath here. We've also got some little ledges here with some trapdoors, which mobs think are full blocks. They walk off the edge and then end up down there. So they'd spawn up here and then walk down and start fighting you when you're down in this room originally. Is the theory. Didn't really work all that well, to be honest. There's also another oddity here, by the way. There's a bunch of TNT here. Why is there TNT here? Well, originally I was going to have a tripwire, or pressure plates, or whatever. But then I realised mobs could trigger them. So I removed that trap. Didn't bother removing the TNT though. So if one of those creepers goes off in that corridor, which I've also seen happen to someone, ends up being a rather large hole into a honeypot, because there are those as well. Honeypot, in case you don't recognise the word, is a large open area which you can't get to, and is completely devoid of all decoration and lighting, just for the purposes of mobs spawning in them, and decreasing the amount of natural mobs that spawn everywhere else where the player is actually supposed to be. We have a bunch of empty dispensers just to get to the player used to the fact there are going to be dispensers in the walls, so that I can trap them later. Get some looting here. Hello, Mr. Creeper. As you can see, there's an invisible platform. Barriers. Bling, so it says the iPad. Some kind of email. Yes, we have barriers here. They were very new when I made this map, so I've used them. Yeah, they quite fit the theme, don't they? Invisible platforms, very trolly. Then we have a build your own bow. Don't actually use that one. Use a power one and put things on it. It's all about paintings. You can see the windy platform a little bit easier now. And up ahead, we have a trap. Retreat back a bit and take those out from range. Ow. Let's retreat back around the corner. As you can see, no food in this map. It is regen health normally, but slowly. It's the thing I always quite like doing. You'll see it a lot. Moving food from the game and putting in some other way of getting health back. Little corridor there, which the spiders cannot fit inside of. You have a reference to Ragecraft 3? 2. 2. It's 2. Yeah, it's supposed to queue up in line to see the painting. It's like the Mona Lisa or something. You go to the overly long queue. I already touched the painting. There we have the non-burning bush. Am I allowed to laugh at my own jokes? Yeah. I won't bother then. Good old potions low. Another invisible platform. To build out the second half of it there. It's all just plain armour. Nothing special with that one. Annoying windy staircase. Here we are at the bottom. We have a lava pit. And we have, this was supposed to be a trap. It would, if I clear out these guys so I can talk. You would use pistons to push creepers into the blocks and then through the blocks into your face. As you can see there. That one. I've incorrectly described my own trap. Right, let's start again. The block's originally supposed to be here. You would break one of the creeper spawners, the sand would fall down, the pistons would extend, and you'd get crashed in a little corridor. Somehow, the trap gets triggered before the player even gets here. Presumably it was already triggered when I set the map up for download, because it's been pre-triggered every time I've seen it. It just doesn't work. Don't do that. Take your traps to work. It's a mushroom. again. Another stupidly obvious trap. Slightly better sword out the deal there. We have a bit of a pain down here, which I shall get to in a moment. Oh yes, I forgot about you. And you. Good. Now we're in trouble. Kind of. How easy it was to kill mobbers back in the day. So much quicker. Okay. This thing activates and fires proximity detector. Fires cookies and blazes at you. Only works 3 times. After the 3rd time it runs out of ammunition. Drop the emerald in there. Right. Now, that platform is a pain to deal with. Things will spawn on it. And they're gonna knock you off the edge. So we'll deal with it in a way that we won't get knocked off the edge. And of course they're not affected by light either, because potions. Here's one. Let's just retreat a second. Knock these guys off of the platform. Come on. Ow. Do not knock me off the edge. Now I'm on fire. This guy is extremely confused. As you can see, fire tick is on. All of these platforms are going to start burning now. Oh, it's just back on the durability lines are weird colours. Ugh. So much less vibrant than they are today. Let's take these swords up here. And just leave the platform to burn, I think. They stack literally right on top of each other. Ugh. Come on. No collision. Bling. Right. Redstone. Used by Seth Bling. It isn't used by Sethbling. It's a fraud. And I do not want to go off the edge of the platform. I've died to my own map. How embarrassing. Well. We have spare stuff. And here, empty chest. Again, don't do that. I'd actually recommend put your chests down at the end of the map after you've invaded the area and loot them at the same time. If you put loot in them at the same time as place them down, you're not going to miss any. A sequence breaking here to regain our supplies. And now down here, need to stare down for this one because the bridge is out. Good thing we landed on the platform and not down in the void. Let's also dodge these holes. There we go. Stuff successfully regained. Let's get out of here before we unprime too many spawners. Right. Let's get sword back on the bar. Same old bow. Same old pick. Get that over there. Torches. There we are. Let's get back to where we were. So yes, there's a void down there. Should trying to avoid that. Here we are. Did we do the emeralds? I think we must have done. No big deal. There are spares. I think we should be alright still. I include way too many in this map. .8 combat. Not used to this. Anyway, another large, rather empty room down there. It's an ordinary tulip. Why do they display these things? No idea. Lighting glitches. Another 3 blazes spawning trap. Here we have an anti-trap. You think it's going to be the same creepers behind a painting. You jump in to take care of them. You fall to your death. I can't remember whether anybody got tricked by that one or not. That is a reference to Inferno Mines, I believe, is that area. I think it might be a reference to Joe Hills in particular, I'm not certain. Let's take our 14 pick here. And then we have an ordinary bow and an ordinary axe, which we do not need either of. We do, however, want the pick for the coal. No, we probably don't even need the coal. You're not going to run out of wood, by the way. Do not want to let the blazes start lighting all these platforms on fire, because that makes things significantly harder. Got our efficiency 3 golden pickaxe here. Kind of a huge room with nothing in it. Don't do this. If you're gonna make a huge room, put something in the huge room. There's the back end of that trap. Another couple of spawners. Painting of the Gods original. Painting of the Gods replica. I think I might have been trying to reference the painter there. Not certain. Can't remember. Here we have an Assassin's Creed reference. Oh boy, I'm full of references with this map, aren't I? Don't worry. They get fewer later. Good old bow blade. Decent weapon. For both ranged and melee purposes. Area closed to the public. No wonder. The stairs are out. Although really, I think you would want to close off the giant void hole completely, rather than just the broken stairs. Die. Alright, this room. There is the wall. The floor of this room is part wood, part stone brick, and part, I believe it's gravel or sand. One of the above. Basically, we don't want to be hanging around on this floor. Proximity trap was too slow on the mark there. Let's just completely ignore this huge empty room. Again, don't make huge empty rooms. Not copy this map. And we're off. May as well take the shortcut back up. Don't particularly need to walk around through all the rooms again. Yeah, is this area done? Now we can move on to the next one. And one. Let's dump a bunch of this stuff in here. Put in the food, which is utterly useless because we have saturation. Take all that stuff. Spare sword. Torches. General stuff. Right. Here we go then for area 2. That was the Hall of Heroes, by the way. Catwalks of Chaos. Cat, yes. Indeed. Lava now. I do much prefer this area to the first one. There we go, the flame bow. And a random chair. There's also another floor to this building. We can reach down here. A flame bow of our own if we want, which we don't really need because we have a better bow anyway. Take that out. This is a trap. Actually, I believe it triggers when you break the sand, though, so it destroys this ladder. So we're not going to bother with that. Don't need 64 blocks anyway. Look at all the biospheres. One there didn't trigger in time. Same with you. Get some better armor in here. Let's just finish off this entire map this episode. It's not a particularly difficult or long one. Take the health potion. There's a TNT spawner. Take our smite sword. I do like this effect though. Whoa, ladder on barrier blocks. So it looks like it's just a hanging ladder. Bookcases are burning. Way too much loot. Way too much. Let's get this thing done. Another same thing we already have. Better pick. Take out that one. There's our emerald. Each one of these little, apart from the first one, because you kind of have to go first through the first one, each of these little orange side buildings has an emerald. By each of them, I mean there's only two. What are you doing on the outside? Not sure. Always prime your spawners. There is another emerald. The golden pickaxe in that one. Particularly need that. Look like I go off the ledge. Now up here. Get this guy. Ooh, Good old spam click. There's our number 3. Ignore the creeper here. Okay. Maybe not. There's quite a few of them. Not sure we're going to be able to just run past. Kaboom! Oh boy, it's a fake out. Fairly obvious fake out when you see the next little corridor. Which would be utterly pointless if those are the only 2 objectives. Oh boy. Here's a double bluff. Oh wow. Not a double bluff, just like a single bluff. Well, I guess it is a double, triple, quadruple bluff, I don't know. The bed isn't trapped. It's perfectly safe. Anvil there. Way too much stuff. Way too much. Got our infinity bow here. Again, don't give out this much stuff. That's what I complained at TJ's map for, because I was thinking of this. And this is ridiculous as well. Don't do this. Don't make the player work for their loot. Don't just give them a whole bunch. Anyway, now we have this, which is, excuse you. This is the only actually, challenging area. Kind of. It's like that one level from Super Mario 3D Land. The DS one, not the Wii U one. Alright, now we have another bandana-ish type thing, or you have two options. Plus 50% knockback resistance doesn't actually do anything. So we shall take speed and attack, I think. Do not try and park all this. It's dumb. Just this bridge. Silverfish have increased health, so if you don't actually have a very good weapon, they're not going to die in one hit. You're going to end up with this floor breaking apart. These guys have stupid amounts of HP because you're supposed to knock them off the edge rather than try and actually take them down. Ow. Do not get knocked off the edge of the platform. Ha. Go, finally dead. Knock them off the edge. Here. As you may have seen, if you were paying very close attention when I came up that set of stairs, that's red sand. So do not break any of this carpet or place torches on it. Otherwise it's going to make this platform much trickier to traverse. Jump! Yeah, really. Assassin's Creed reference for a second. This is back when Assassin's Creed was still a relatively good franchise and didn't put out a useless game once a year, like Odyssey, or Unity, or whatever the heck the one in the middle was. The one in Britain. I forget the name of it. Syndicate, is that it? I don't know. There's an invisible wall there. The sign just says there's an invisible wall. There's an invisible wall, I can tell you that. Ow. Whoa, don't fling the zombie at me. It's incredibly rude. Yeah. This chest is another trap. I don't believe it even has anything in it, but there's a bunch of sand under it, so forget that. Also, forget this. You're supposed to swim up the water, but you're gonna be shot if you do that. Or knocked out, and it's not gonna go well for you. So I'm gonna completely ignore it, because a fun path is not a good idea in this particular instance. Instead, we're just going to come up here and break that. Now we can take the water. Well, kind of. There we go. And there we are. There's enough emeralds. Here is our last wall. There are a couple of things that you're going to need. Here's our last shortcut. Oh no, I've fallen into... not lava. Got you again. Haha. Wow. Oh yes, I don't actually provide the player with a crafting table, do I? You have to make one. There we are. Alright, that is the map done. Let's list off some things that are in this map which you should not do because they're not good. Do not make large open rooms with very little decoration in them. Do not leave TNT under the floor. That was part of a trap which you have since removed, but you didn't bother removing the TNT. You might not make the map ceiling too close to the actual map where you can whack your head on it and see stuff above the map ceiling for the intended path. What the heck is that? Do not include some of the things you need for objectives right next to the base. Unless, of course, your name is Simulation Protocol 3 Entropy, in which case feel free to provide the light blue wool. What else is there? Make sure your spawners are primed. Not give out this much loot, like 3 identical swords in the same chest. Come on. Yeah. So that's about it. Basically, do not make this map. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. First map, they get better. I'm not going to be reviewing these because I'm clearly biased. So, yeah, that is this one done. Next time, we might move on to the next one of my maps, or we might do something else. No idea. I'll see what I think. Thank you very much for watching. So see you soon. He's got a lisp. See you soon. Bibbidi-doo.